The purpose of this show is to guide you to realign with habits that get you to live the life you've always dreamed of. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with Jesse Ewing. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle, where you can access your full potential right now. Finally break free from destructive habits. That dream life, if you want it, you can have it. This is where you transform your health, mind, business, and relationships. Or do nothing and keep your life the way it is. But if you're ready for change, you're in the right place. This is where you're gonna learn how to live a habit-based lifestyle. You are tuning in to the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with your host, Jesse Ewing. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle. Let's go.
Incorporating this habit of gratitude every single day can make it a lifestyle. You see, have you ever woke up in a funk? Have you ever felt ungrateful? Like you just didn't appreciate the things that you actually had in life? And the problem is, for many of us, some days we're just off. We don't feel this gratitude. We just don't have it together. We don't feel this appreciation. And I can think of so many of my clients who will say things like, I feel like I should be grateful for what I have, but I'm not. I have so many things in my life that are going great, going in the right direction, but I'm just not grateful for them. So as we become ungrateful, we can't experience this gratitude. When we can't be in this place of gratitude, no matter how much we fill ourselves up externally, we still don't feel it. And then we go buy new clothes. We go buy houses. We go buy new cars. We work endlessly on changing our bodies, even at times changing our jobs, changing our relationships. And we end up searching for gratitude outside of ourselves. And we simply wander aimlessly at all these things that don't really fulfill us, that don't really give us this sense of gratitude. And the painful reality of all of this is years and years of chasing this external validation. And no matter how many clothes, houses, cars, how much you work on your body, how low your body fat percentage is, how many jobs you change, how many relationships that you might change, you still feel like you are ungrateful. You still don't feel grateful. And what if there was another way? What if there was another way for you to feel gratitude that didn't have to be external? What if there was a way for you to embrace this gratitude every single day instead of chasing it every day? Now, I want you to picture this because I want you to learn the skill set of leaning into gratitude, because this comes down to a skill set. It's something that we must train as a habit on a consistent basis. This is one of the things that I began to force my clients to do because I was forced to do this. I started practicing this because I was forced to, and by being forced into it, it made me realize how I have to be able to find gratitude every single day in even the worst situations, or at least in my mind, some of the worst situations. Even when my thoughts are off, even when I don't feel this sense of gratitude, even when my emotions change, when I lean into this gratitude, I feel a deeper appreciation. I feel a deeper love. So yes, today, guess what? You get to have an opportunity to lean into gratitude. You get to have an opportunity to walk through this every single day. And here's how I was forced into it. I was at a meeting. For many of you, you know that I run the CT department at Wake Up Warrior. But we were at a training for this, or it was a yearly training where we went through and kind of like wrote down our goals for quarter one and year one. And one of the things that came up was, hey, every week you're going to have to turn in a gratitude stack. And you're going to have to go through this and tell what you're actually grateful for. Now, for the 3 or 4 months before this, I had kind of been writing down what I was grateful for. But there wasn't a lot of meaning behind it. And as I started to go through this, I was kind of like, all right, this isn't really resonated with me. So at this event that I was at, we were told, hey, you have to do this. You have to write a gratitude stack, and it's for Warrior every day. And at the time I was like, man, that's a bunch of BS. They're going to make us write gratitude or do a gratitude journal on something that we're grateful for from a business that's forcing us to do that. That's great. I was like, that's BS. I went home and I remember telling my wife, and she's like, yeah, you should be doing a gratitude stack. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to someone else who will actually listen to me. What I didn't know is the impact that it would have. What I didn't know was the impact that just being grateful has on my daily life. Because no matter how bad I felt or my thoughts that day about Warrior, about my wife, about my kids, about anybody, when I leaned into this gratitude, when I leaned into changing my thoughts to this gratitude, I began to feel gratitude. I began to feel a deeper sense of appreciation, a deeper sense of love just because of this. And it became super powerful for me in a way that I began to practice it every single day. And that made me feel gratitude because I leaned into it. I leaned into gratitude, and what I began to experience is it wasn't found outside of me. It was found inside of me. So I'm going to force you today to walk through a gratitude journal just this one day, because I know what it did for me and I know what it'll do for you. So the first question you're going to ask yourself is this: what am I grateful for today? What am I grateful for today? Now, if you have a journal or a piece of paper, pull it out and begin to write this question down. Maybe even write it in the middle of the page and circle it. What am I grateful for today? Now, I'm not looking for a surface level answer, just a real answer and explanation. Now, it's easy to write down my kids, my husband, but writing down actually why. Why are you grateful for them? And writing down 3 things that you are grateful for and being very specific about why you're grateful for them. And what you'll begin to see is gratitude is found inside of you, not on the outside. And you ever notice that we end up chasing, what we end up chasing, we won't actually find. What we stop chasing and seek, we find that we had it all along. And gratitude is no different than just starting to practice a simple habit every single day. Imagine what you would do with this simple habit of practicing gratitude every single day, and begin to open yourself up to a new possibility with gratitude, appreciation, and love. Because this is what I've been able to experience just in the last 6 weeks of doing this. And listen, if you're listening to this podcast and maybe you're like, man, I don't really have much to be grateful for, I get it. Force yourself like I did. And what you will find is you will have so many things to be grateful for no matter what place you are at in your life. And it may actually be the thing that catapults you to the next level in life. Maybe if you're listening to this podcast and you want to find out more about my programs, how to practice this gratitude every single day, or just how to have a conversation about this, please let me know. If you want to be one of our next case studies and begin living this habit-based lifestyle, you can email me, jesse@habitbasedlifestyle.com, or you can check out my website, habitbasedlifestyle.com. Until next episode, have a grateful day.
The purpose of this show is to guide you to realign with habits that get you to live the life you've always dreamed of. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with Jesse